the prince had ordered a beautiful cape covered with fur. He was looking at himself in the mirror. It was perfect. Exactly the style he was going for. Yes, this would be the cape that would make him look princely. Everybody would listen to him. He looked left, he looked right, and just as he was admiring himself, he heard the sound of laughter. Someone in his own room was making fun of him. Now, turned around. Who was making fun of me? Turned around, but saw no one. So he went back to looking at himself in the mirror. Turn left, turn right, and then he heard it again. Ha, 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 ha. Who's making fun of me? Is anyone here? He went out to the door, looked left and right. No one. Looked around, and then he heard the voice. It said, look left, look right. You're looking in all the wrong directions. You're getting the wrong answers to the wrong questions. He looked under the bed. You're looking in all the wrong places. You can't even see me. I'm here, right in your face. I am on your table. I am the true ruler of this kingdom. The people love me. They honor me. They work for me. They will do anything to have me. Can't you see me? On your table. I am the bread, the true ruler of this land. This time it was the prince. I looked at the loaf of bread on his table and he said, you would be the true ruler of this kingdom. You're but a loaf of bread. What do you know of ruling? Well, I'm glad you asked. I happen to know a little bit. See, once upon a time, I was just like you. I was a seed sleeping down deep in the earth, lost in darkness. I didn't even know where I was. And then one day, the drop of rain fell from the sky all the way down. It came to find me. It kissed me. It woke me up. It told me of the journey it went through to find me. It told me of the light. And then my heart cracked open. I wanted to grow and I started on my journey all the way to the light. Oh, it was a difficult journey. I was in darkness. I stumbled on stones. I got lost, but finally, I kept on going blindly and I broke the crust and found the sky. I was greeted by the sun that danced with me, and I grew as I danced, and I danced as I grew. I had a beautiful stem to dance with the wind. I had golden hair to tickle the sky. I had fluff, plump seeds attached to me. I was wheat. I felt I was the king of the land, so rich, so beautiful. I felt I had arrived. Well, it was only the beginning of my journey. I was so proud, I was so vain. And then they came, and they cut me, and they beat me to a pulp, and they took my seeds away, and they threw me in the mill, and the millstones slowly ground me into a fine dust of flour. I was pure, I was white, I was light, I was free. I was the flower. And that's when, for the second time, I met water. Water came with salt and yeast, and together we became dough. And they came, and they punched me, and they stretched me, and they punched me, and they kneaded and kneaded and kneaded me until I became soft and lively like a newborn baby. I was almost there. I was almost bred, but I was raw. So they gave me to the fire. And with the heat, I grew and I rose. And as the fire came close, I gave it every last thing I was still holding on to. And as I gave everything, my crust broke. My crust cracked. And I burned. And this is how I became bread. I feed and I save. And what about you? What about you, princely seed? This was my journey. What will yours be? How will you go from raw to baked to burnt? This was what the bread told the prince. And they say that the next morning, in the princely bedroom, they found the beautiful cape with the fur on the bed. Nothing was missing in the room, nothing but the prince. He was never found. Some say that he left in the dark of the night, that he gave himself to the path, and that he looked for many years for the light, for the rain that would make his heart crack, that would make him grow, that would start him on his journey to become good as bread.